Hey Josh, it's Monday, and first off, to answer your question from last week, I probably won't watch any Let's Plays, since I own a PlayStation 4 now, or I have for a while, as you are well aware, I'm sure. Since I have that, and they're still releasing a lot of games for that, even though PlayStation 5 is out now as well. If I want to, if I'm interested in something, I'll typically buy it. Whether I enjoy the game or not is up to debate. For example, when I bought Fallout 4 and proceeded to only play maybe hour and a half and realized, oh yeah, this is a first-person shooter. I don't like first-person shooters. But I might not. I don't know. I'm not. It definitely sounds interesting, but it's not typically the type of game that I would play, I guess, is the best way to put it. But yeah, not really anything major. So for this video, I'm probably just gonna be talking about Desmondus a bit, because as you are aware, since you're in that game, I'm gonna be running a game in that again, and Desmondus is one of my favorite things that I've ever created out of everything that I've created in my life, because it's an entire world that I've built on my own, essentially. I've taken bits and pieces of inspiration from other things, as everyone does when they create things. I don't think anyone has a fully original idea, especially when it comes to Dungeons & Dragons worlds. But yeah, as I'm sure you saw in the Discord, I sent a general history and just general information about the world. So I'm gonna sort of jump between what I have planned for this game and what I have going on in the game that I am running well, I was running for my friends, my in-person one that I had going. I need to come up with a name for the story, because as of right now... Sorry, Mom and Dad are watching football. Not sure if you can hear the applause there. But yeah, I have, the Night Mariners is the party name of the group that I am running my main Desmondus campaign in. As you can tell by the name of the Discord, this is just sort of a side story for just a bit more world building, because Theo was wanting to know more about my world, and I want to share more about my world, so of course I'm gonna say yes. But yeah, so in the Night Mariners game, it's 5 years after where I'm starting this game, and it's nearing, well, it's about 4 years, actually, now that I think about it, because where they're at in that game is about, I don't know, 6 months before the Millennium Millennium Celebration. So about 4.5 years or so. So this is 4.5 years. The side story is going to be about 4.5 years prior to that game, and so that I can sort of try to have a slightly different world with it still feeling familiar enough to Theo and Ellen that they aren't completely confused on, like, oh, well, why is this thing the way that it is when in this game it's this way? But yeah, so I'm definitely excited for it. I haven't really figured out story bits for the side story yet, mostly because I'm still waiting on Ellen's character. She said that she's probably going to get that to me tomorrow, and I'm also hoping to get a couple more people in that game, as I mentioned just a little bit ago in the group. But in the Night Mariners game, things are going crazy in that right now. So I think I've talked about it a little bit, but there is a civil war that's it hasn't officially started yet, but the seeds have been planted and are about to grow in that game. I'm hoping to I'm trying to be morally, or have both sides be morally gray, not have one side be like, oh yes, these are the good guys and these are the bad guys. And I think I've done a pretty good job at that. I'm not positive if I have or not. I have to ask my players. But yeah, there's been a lot of back and forth with the party of like, okay, which side do we trust more? What side do we want to be associated with? What are we going to do to stop this war from happening? What are we going to do to stop further civil wars from happening and all of that? And it's been very interesting to see how they come up with these sorts of things. I also don't want to talk too much about the story plans that I have in that game too much, just in case Theo and Alan are watching this as well, because I'm more than likely going to be posting it in the group as well, because why not? But yeah, so Desmondus is a very fun world, and I'm definitely excited to be playing through it with you, and I'm definitely excited for you to finally get a taste of my Dungeon Master my DMing style. So I guess this was kind of a... I was trying to think of a word there, but every word that I can think of was not something that we tried to say on here, but yeah, this video has sort of been sort of a tease. I know I haven't really said too much about my game, but again, I've not actually written this story yet. I pretty much only have what year, month, day, and city you guys are starting in. That is it. I haven't even written much of that city. I'm probably going to be doing that this week, though, because Yalmont is what it... Yalmont is the name of the city, and Misarum is the name of the island. And I'm very excited for this game because I really want to jump back into Desmondus. I did a one-shot a couple months ago now that took place in Desmondus in a different city, and that was so much fun. So I guess, Josh, my question for you is, what are you most excited for with this game? So that'll do it for this video. So Josh, I will see you on Thursday. Later, bro.